Have you ever pondered the small signs your body gives you? Those seemingly insignificant symptoms that may seem like nothing more than an inconvenience. An itch, a small pain, or an odd sensation. Many of us brush these off, attributing them to aging or stress. But what if I told you these subtle signals could be a life-saving alert? As we grow older, our bodies communicate with us more than we realize. And sometimes it's these minor annoyances that are trying to tell us something far more significant. Let's take a look at 3 areas where persistent itching can signal serious health issues that might just change the way you view your body's messages. These aren't just itches, these are cries for help. 1. Itchy hands and feet, a silent warning from your body. Have you ever found yourself scratching your hands or feet, wondering why the itch just won't go away? At first, it might seem like nothing more than a minor inconvenience, dry skin, maybe a bit of irritation from the change in weather, or perhaps a mild allergic reaction. But what if that persistent itch, the one that doesn't fade no matter how much you scratch, is actually your body trying to tell you something far more serious? For many older adults, itching in the hands and feet is a common occurrence, but it's often overlooked or dismissed as a normal part of aging. However, when this itching becomes chronic and seems to appear without a clear cause, it could be the first sign of something much deeper. The body is incredibly adept at sending us messages, and sometimes these messages come in the form of persistent sensations that we can't ignore. One such signal, the itch that refuses to subside, could be an early warning sign of diabetes, a disease that affects millions of people and often goes undiagnosed until serious complications arise. When blood sugar levels are consistently high, the body struggles to maintain balance, leading to a cascade of problems. One of the effects of uncontrolled blood sugar is dehydration, which makes the skin dry and brittle, especially on the hands and feet. But the issue goes deeper than just dry skin. High blood sugar levels also impair circulation, meaning that vital nutrients and oxygen are no longer flowing freely to the skin, causing it to suffer further. This lack of proper circulation creates the perfect environment for irritation, and the result is that constant nagging itch. But it's not just the surface of the skin that's being affected. The underlying cause of the itch in cases of diabetes is nerve damage, a condition known as diabetic neuropathy. As the nerves become damaged due to poor blood flow, they begin sending out faulty signals to the brain, causing sensations like tingling, burning, and of course, itching. Imagine trying to alleviate the itch by scratching, only to realize that you're not helping at all. You're only making the problem worse. This cycle of irritation and scratching can lead to further skin damage, leaving it vulnerable to infections, which can quickly spiral into more serious complications. For those with diabetes, the consequences of untreated infections can be severe. Wounds may not heal as quickly, and what starts as an itch could lead to ulcers, which can become infected and require medical intervention. In extreme cases, if the infection spread and become too difficult to manage, they could result in the need for amputations. The journey from a simple itch to potentially life-altering complications is all too common, and yet it can be prevented if the warning signs are caught early. But diabetes isn't the only culprit behind persistent itching in the hands and feet. Another condition that could be to blame is biliary cirrhosis, a liver disease that many may not be familiar with but should take seriously. In its early stages, one of the key symptoms of biliary cirrhosis is itching, particularly on the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Unlike typical dry skin or an allergic reaction, the itching caused by liver issues tends to worsen at night, making it hard to ignore. When the bile ducts in the liver become damaged, bile backs up into the bloodstream, leading to a buildup of toxins that the liver can no longer filter properly. This toxic overload can cause the skin to itch, and it's often one of the first signs that something is wrong with the liver. The skin isn't just a physical barrier. It's a reflection of what's happening inside your body. When the body's internal organs, like the liver, are struggling, the skin is often the first to show it. It's easy to dismiss the itch as something benign, a result of stress or seasonal changes. But ignoring it could mean overlooking a more serious problem, one that could have life-altering consequences if not addressed in time. The more you pay attention to your body's subtle signals, the better prepared you will be to take action and seek the necessary treatment before things get worse. If you've been experiencing persistent itching in your hands or feet, especially without a clear cause, it's time to listen to your body. Don't wait until the itch worsens or leads to more severe complications. Schedule a visit with your doctor to get a thorough checkup. Early detection is key to managing conditions like diabetes and liver disease, and the sooner you address the issue, the better your chances are of avoiding long-term damage. Remember, your body is speaking to you. It's up to you to listen. 2. Itchy eyes, a subtle clue your liver may be struggling. Have you ever woken up in the morning to rub your eyes only to find that the irritation persists long after the initial discomfort? Or perhaps, by the end of the day, your eyes feel gritty and dry, desperate for relief. At first, it may seem like nothing more than a simple nuisance, something easily explained away as allergies, lack of sleep, or a dusty environment. But what if this persistent itching, this nagging discomfort that just won't go away, is actually a sign that something much more serious is happening inside your body? As we age, we tend to become more accustomed to the minor aches and irritations that come with time. Yet sometimes these subtle signs are more than just the inevitable effects of growing older. Itchy eyes, in particular, could be a quiet but urgent warning that your liver is struggling. Most people don't immediately associate their eyes with their liver. After all, the liver is hidden deep within the body, working tirelessly to detoxify and filter our blood. But in reality, the health of our eyes can often reflect the state of our liver. When the liver begins to fail or is overwhelmed by disease, it struggles to process toxins and waste products. One of the liver's critical functions is to filter out harmful substances from our blood. When the liver can't perform this task efficiently, toxins start to build up in the bloodstream. These toxins eventually find their way to the delicate capillaries in our eyes, causing irritation and discomfort. What may appear as a simple eye irritation or dry eye syndrome is, in fact, a symptom that the liver is in distress. The connection between the liver and the eyes is profound, though not always obvious, and often goes unnoticed until the damage becomes more apparent. In particular, conditions like cirrhosis can lead to a gradual failure of the liver's detoxifying capabilities. As the liver becomes scarred and less effective at filtering bile and toxins, these substances accumulate in the blood. When the toxins reach the eyes, the nerves and capillaries in the eyes react, leading to that unbearable itch that you can't seem to shake off. It's easy to dismiss this irritation as simple dry eyes, especially when it happens occasionally, but when the itch lingers or worsens, it could be a signal that your liver is working overtime, trying and failing to keep up with the body's demands. The importance of this warning cannot be overstated. Liver disease, particularly in its early stages, can go unnoticed because symptoms are often subtle and easily attributed to aging or other minor conditions. But as the liver becomes more overwhelmed by the buildup of toxins, the body begins to send out clearer signals. Your eyes are one of the first places to show the strain. The liver is responsible for maintaining balance in the body, but when it is unable to process waste efficiently, it starts to have a profound impact on your entire system. The eyes, delicate and sensitive, reflect this strain in the form of persistent itching, dryness, or irritation. This is not just a minor inconvenience, it's a sign that the body is struggling. If the liver continues to deteriorate without intervention, other more serious symptoms may emerge, such as jaundice, fatigue, and even confusion, all of which indicate that the liver is no longer capable of performing its vital functions. Itchy eyes are often the first subtle sign that this downward spiral has begun. By the time other symptoms manifest, the damage could already be quite advanced, making treatment more difficult and less effective. If you've been experiencing persistent eye irritation, particularly without any obvious cause like allergies or environmental factors, it's time to take notice. Your liver may be trying to tell you that it's struggling to keep up. It's easy to overlook the subtle signals our bodies send, but ignoring them can have serious consequences. Early intervention can make all the difference in preserving liver function and preventing further damage. Listening to your body is one of the most important steps you can take as you grow older. Persistent itching, especially in your eyes, should never be brushed off as just another part of aging. It may be the first sign that your liver is in trouble, and the sooner you address the issue, the better your chances of managing it effectively. If you notice that your eyes are constantly irritated, and especially if it's accompanied by other signs such as fatigue, dark urine, or changes in your skin tone, seek medical attention immediately. Don't wait until the problem becomes too serious to handle. Your liver is a vital organ and it deserves your attention. By listening to the subtle clues it gives you, like itchy eyes, you can take action before the damage becomes irreversible. Your health is a gift. Don't wait for it to be taken away before you start paying attention to the signals your body is trying to send. 3. Itchy breasts, a hidden signal for breast cancer. Have you ever experienced an itch in your breast, one that feels different from any other irritation you've had before? At first, it may seem like an ordinary sensation, perhaps the result of a slight irritation from clothing, a change in soap, or just a momentary discomfort. But what if that persistent itch is trying to tell you something much more significant? What if that nagging feeling is a warning sign that should not be ignored? Itchy breasts, especially when the itch lingers or becomes unusually intense, can be a hidden signal that something more serious is happening inside your body. While many of us associate breast cancer with lumps or unusual changes in the shape of the breast, one of the lesser-known signs is the persistent itch, often accompanied by other changes in the skin. This could be the first subtle indication of inflammatory breast cancer, IBC, a particularly aggressive form of breast cancer that can develop quickly, sometimes in just a matter of weeks. What makes IBC different from other forms of breast cancer is how it spreads. Rather than forming a lump that can be felt, it invades the lymphatic system in the skin, causing changes in the appearance and texture of the breast. The skin may begin to look red or swollen, and the texture might change to resemble the rough surface of an orange peel. Along with the itch, these changes can be mistaken for something benign, like a mild skin condition. However, when these symptoms appear together and don't go away, they may point to a much more serious issue. It's easy to dismiss these symptoms, especially when they seem like something small or temporary, but the danger in ignoring persistent itching or changes in the breast is that it could allow the cancer to progress before it's caught. IBC tends to progress rapidly, so early detection is crucial. If you wait until more obvious symptoms appear, the cancer could have already spread to other parts of the body, making treatment more difficult and reducing the chances of a positive outcome. If you are experiencing persistent itching in your breasts, especially if it's accompanied by redness, swelling, or changes in skin texture, it's vital to seek medical attention immediately. Breast cancer, particularly IBC, can be devastating, but when caught early, treatment options are far more effective. Don't wait until the situation worsens. Your body is trying to communicate with you, and it's up to you to listen. Early intervention can save your life. Conclusion: trust your body's signals and act early. As we age, we become more familiar with the small aches and discomforts that come with time, but it's essential to recognize that not all signs are simply the result of aging. Sometimes our bodies send us subtle messages, persistent itches, unusual sensations that can be the first clues of something much more serious. These early warnings can often go unnoticed, dismissed as minor irritations, but ignoring them could lead to dire consequences. Whether it's itchy hands and feet signaling diabetes or liver problems, itchy eyes hinting at liver dysfunction, or itchy breasts warning of breast cancer, these symptoms are not something to simply brush off. They are your body's way of alerting you to potential health issues that, if addressed early, can be managed effectively and treated before they escalate into life-threatening conditions. Listening to your body is an act of self-care and awareness. If you notice persistent symptoms, don't wait for them to get worse. Seek medical attention and be proactive about your health. Early detection can make all the difference, offering you a better chance of treatment, recovery, and maintaining your quality of life. Your health is precious, and it's never too late to take action. Trust your body. It's speaking to you. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.